Hey guys, Gravener here. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Marvel Contest of Champions. And today we're going to be continuing on with the How to Beat series. And this was the next character in line that was asked to be done, was Nightcrawler. There's not a lot that can really be said about Nightcrawler. This guy is a completely OP character. He is absolutely, I think, everything that anyone could have probably wanted out of the character whenever Caban brought him into the game. The only problem is, this guy is like Spider-Man for evade on steroids. Like huge. That is the hardest thing about Nightcrawler, is the evade that he has. Let's take a look at his signature abilities. Now I'm using someone else's Nightcrawler here. I went into the little trophy section and went down and found Tracer AZ from MMXIV, who does have a level 56, rank 4, 5-star Nightcrawler, which is absolutely insane. Neophym heritage, not exactly the biggest thing in the world for him. His passive abilities, by dodging back and holding block for 2 seconds, he can switch his combat styles. You really want him out in Neophym mode. Neophym mode is the hugest thing here. When attacked while in Neophym mode, Nightcrawler focuses on teleportation and dexterity, granting him a 20% chance to evade incoming attacks. The chance to evade attacks is increased by 15% against attacks that would deal physical damage. So anybody who deals physical damage, which would be anyone other than someone apart from Magneto or Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch, are going to be at a detriment towards him. You want someone that can go in and deal non-physical damage. And that's really the key thing to him, because he's going to get a 35% chance against those physical damage champions. If he's just regular, it's 20% chance. Swashbuckling mode, not exactly the biggest challenge in the world. That's the one you want him in, but he starts off in Neophym mode, and it's really hard to get him to switch over to swashbuckling mode. Passives, while dodging back, Nightcrawler cannot be struck by attacks. Additionally, whenever he successfully dodges an attack this way, he gains 14% critical damage until his next critical hit. So he can potentially do a ton of damage. Tons of damage. It's absolutely insane. With Nightcrawler, you want desperately to try and force him to go into a special 2 attack. You do not want the special 1 attack, because when using this attack increases Nightcrawler's chance to evade by 31% for 10 seconds if in Neophym mode. And that's, like I said, that's what he is normally in. Whenever you're going up against this guy, he starts off in Neophym mode, and it's very difficult to get him to switch over. 31% chance to evade if he hits his special 1. It's not even if he hits it, if he does his special 1. And you're going to couple that on top of the 20% chance, right? So that's 51%. That's a 51% chance to evade right there. And if you're doing physical damage, which is most characters that you're going to bring in against him, it adds 15 more percent. So we're looking at a 66% chance to evade. Nightcrawler is very unpredictable, and I think that's one of the hardest things about this character, is that he is so unpredictable. His BAMF is very unpredictable. It's not like Spider-Man's. You do get a little bit of a lingering sense of what's going to happen with the cloud of smoke that pops up. Really, the biggest thing with him is you just want to play very defensively. You don't want to attack unless he's stunned. That's the big key thing. You can attack if he's not stunned, but you risk the possibility of him bamfing out and then coming right back at you. So it's basically the same way you fight Spider-Man, but Nightcrawler is way more aggressive. At least I think he's very much more aggressive than Spider-Man is. So you can see at this point right now, we've already looked over his bio, so we've got the gameplay playing on the screen right now. Some of the biggest characters that I like to take in against Nightcrawler are, your typical normal characters that you would bring into Alliance Wars on defense as it is anyway. Characters like Thor, characters are not on defense. Alliance Wars on offense, your offensive team. Characters like Thor, like Black Widow, Elektra, Star-Lord. these are the best combatants to go up against Nightcrawler. Not only do you want to play defensively against Nightcrawler, but you really want to bring in some characters that have higher hit power. You want to end the match as quickly as possible. So going up against him with someone like Thor, Black Widow, who can she's going to evade out of that unless he's on an enhanced ability node, which is going to make his evade a higher percentage rate than her subtlety is. I've had that happen quite a lot. Going up against the Sig level 99 Spider-Man on an enhanced ability node in Alliance Wars, Black Widow doesn't go up against that very well. She still gets countered with evades, especially even mine with the Sig level 99. It's still a possibility that's going to happen, but you definitely want to take in characters that you can play defensively but have higher hit powers, or characters that have detrimental effects to him, such as Black Panther, who can make him bleed a lot. Not Civil War Black Panther, regular Black Panther, ones that can stack bleed infinitely and cause him to lose health even more quickly. Characters like Thor do tons of damage. You get a few parries off on this guy, and he's got 2 or 3 armor breaks on, and he's going to go down really fast. That's his biggest detriment, is the fact that his health isn't exactly the best in the world, but he does make up for it with a very, very high hit rate. This guy can hit like crazy. Black Widow, like I said, Black Widow is definitely one that you want to take in against Nightcrawler because of the fact that she does have the ability at higher levels with subtlety to not get caught by the evades. Elektra would be the same way once she gets down to a certain point of health. Plus, she has the ability to bleed. I like Elektra for him. Star-Lord, if you can keep a good combo up, which I wasn't able to in the video, but still, the luck of being able to get that special 2 off with the shock on it was enough to help us do enough justice to be able to take him out. Those are just a few of the characters. It's just really, you just want to play very, very subtle. To put it in better words, you do want to play subtle against him. Just play defensive. Watch what you're doing. Same thing with the Spider-Man. You all have seen Dorky Diggity Dave's videos on how to play against Spider-Man. It's just basically the same thing that you want to do with Nightcrawler. The only problem is you want to evade that special 1. Try to push him to his special 2 so you don't get the enhanced evade ability on Nightcrawler. And just play carefully. Just play very, very carefully. But alright guys, so that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, please consider leaving a sub on it. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. Later.